Good evening, friends. This is Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer of Treasury Consulting and also a venture capitalist. Today, from our Singapore office, we are shooting a very tactful video. But before shooting this video, I would like to congratulate one central bank who from the last several years, in fact in the last couple of years, facing a lot of criticism. I'm talking none other than People Bank of China. If you read any newspaper right now, you would get to know that not a single newspaper let People Bank of China not spare People Bank of China. Everyone is talking about Chinese economy is going down, there is a trade war pressure on the Chinese economy, the geopolitical relationship between the American presidency, Donald Trump, and the Chinese presidency is not going good and what not. All negative things they are talking. But this paid and sold media not talk of very important credentials which came out in the market domain, and I know without looking at the charts you don't trust me, which is that China actually did what I forecasted several years ago, but they not yet officially announced. I think they are waiting for another quite some time to announce. I hope you might have guessed till now. Today CNH, offshore Chinese yuan, and CNY, onshore Chinese yuan, is synchronizing. And this is the wonderful success story of China. In 1980, when we were not born, Bank of Japan followed the same policy. They were having the offshore yuan, they were having the onshore yuan. What they did, after a period of time, they merged offshore yen and onshore yen. What they did, they merged, and at the end of the day, they came up with a single structure which is known as yen. Today, we term this as a Japanese yen. We are not discussing whether Japanese economy is in recession, it is depression or whatever. We are not discussing that point. But what are we discussing that? One of the biggest reasons behind the success of Japanese is that action. Chinese government copied the same. They created offshore yuan, CNH, and created onshore yuan, CNY. Before showing you the screenshot, I would like to tell you a few statistics about offshore yuan. Today, the business of offshore yuan from Hong Kong China route is more than $13 trillion. $13 trillion, which is 2 trillion less than the Chinese economy. So they have created an offshore platform which stands at $13 trillion and which is 6.5 times than that of the Indian economy. Isn't that matrix for success? I don't know when the so-called paid media and the people, those who are following this so-called paid media, will talking about the trade war. Because trade war is one thing. We are not talking about that. Of course, this would have some impact on China, some impact on the US, and God knows how it would shape up. The shaping is yet to start. But now, I'm going to substantiate you a chart. Here we go. This is a chart we taken from Reuters. You can see that this is the volatility of CNY. You can see that this is Chinese yuan, this is offshore Chinese yuan, CNH. This is the volatility of the CNH in the last 10 years. If you carefully see the volatility of CNY, is it the same? I have changed the image. See that. I hope you have felt the blink. This is CNH, this is CNY. It is just like the copy paste. Now what exactly is the copy paste is that we need to understand that Chinese yuan has reached to a level when the synchronization between CNH and CNY is possibly very near. And if we are an economist, if we understand economy very well, we also need to appreciate that one of the biggest obstacles. So actually in a genre of Chinese yuan, there are to be the reserve currency of the globe, there are 3 obstacles according to me. Number 1 obstacle is the financial convertibility. I doubt China need another one and a half year to be at financial convertibility, whereby Chinese yuan would be able to convert anywhere across the globe. This may need one and a half year considering the pace at which People Bank of China is going, but pace is good, no doubt about that. Another issue is the synchronization of yuan and Chinese CNH and CNY. Here, phenomenal. There is nothing like it. They have made it happen. This chart suggests that CNY and CNH are synchronized with each other from the last 10 years. The way walls are going, and even look at the spot. You look at the spot. I still remember my days in EXL when the difference between the spot of CNH and CNY was 2 big figures. It's going to be 6.8 at CNY, it's going to be 6.5 in CNH. Now it is synchronized. It's now, I don't know how many people know big figure, but one big figure is to 100 basis point. and they have now made it a difference of few basis point, 1 or 2 basis point here and there. There are several instances on Reuters. I felt that, boss, CNH is performing better than CNY. Third biggest problem which was there in the journey of Chinese yuan is that China should be in the SDR, special drawing rights. See, they are already in SDR. To wind up this video, a short video, I would like to let you know, and I would like to congratulate People Bank of China that they have really made it happen. And these charts from Reuters and multiple charts on the Bloomberg as well we do have, this suggests that CNY and CNH are getting synchronized. This is a wonderful success story for China, and I strongly feel that if they would continue, then out of 3 top obstacles, which is the financial convertibility, synchronization and SDR, I think 2 is done. So 2/3 work has been done, 1/3 work is pending, practically 33%. And I know that Chinese government are pretty business competitive government, receptive government. They want their country to be #1, and they have a common goal in their mind, which is China to be the reserve currency of the globe. With this, Treasury Consulting wishes China all the best, and it's one of the wonderful achievements they did. I think this so-called sold media should know that rather than spotting China on the trade war, they should show the credibility of China as well. Treasury Consulting, thank you from the Singapore office. You know our mobile number 919899242978, 919899242978. You know our fixed income platform www.fixedincome.global, and please be note that we are running a WhatsApp group which is where we cover the market debates and everything. If you have credentials in place, you think you really wish to do something different, come and join us. Thank you very much. See you soon from Singapore.